All right, it's one of my, I guess, new favorite pianos from Spitfire guys. They do like all the sample libraries, like the orchestral ones, the bands, the Hans Zimmer strings, the studio strings, all that good stuff. Whatever. Here's a piano they made that pretty sure you guys have seen. If you haven't, check it out. It's the Labs piano. They have a ton of other instruments and stuff too, but as a free piano, it is pretty great. And for those of us that do drum and bass and everything, that's like the third most important thing is a good piano. That doesn't make any sense, but you get it. Let's get into it. So basically, this is what it looks like. Super simple. You have your volume dynamics. This is reverb. It's good, but I like to have the versatility of like just using the plug-in on like a mixer. Let's play it a little bit with a C major chord and a G major chord, then to the B flat major. Whole lot. But anyway, that doesn't matter. It's basically the sound. You can get a what? Just like it's really like on its own. I guess you don't have to do much with it. It's just a really good piano. I think to make it fit in a more electronic setting, is always with pianos. It's really hard because it's a full range instrument. So you have your bass, your treble, and all your mids is all there. So you have to do a bit of EQing, like in the mid range. I'm pretty sure I did that. Yeah, just like a mid-range scoop because it gets really muddy, especially when you have other things like pads and this and that going on, and like a midi range bass kind of thing. I have one here. So on its own, we don't need this there. That's the bass sound. We can do that later. Just really soft, you know. I think it's close to the riff, but I'll just play you the MIDI. Duh. There you go. On its own, basically that. And to get the tone that I liked, let's start off with this. I started with a isotope vinyl, so it's less like clean and more like maybe it was sampled or Let's flip that on. It just thins it out a little bit, does a bit more of that mid range. Takes some of the low end away, rolls off some of the high end. I put this plug on. Let me stop that. I put this plug on basically like anything I want to sound less digital, Then we go back to this. Let me activate it. Scoop out that mid range. You see, that's basically where most of the information is going on, because it's like the soft piano. I think it's based off their older like felt piano, which is like piano. You have the hammers. You hit the key, moves the hammer strikes the string. Felt piano, you put a piece of felt in there and it softens it. And I'm pretty sure it's what happened here. I don't remember. I watched the video they posted about it. But it basically softens the tone, gives it a bit more warmer, richer character, I think. And because of that, there's not a whole lot of high end going on. It's just so much around that 200, 500 area, which can clog up so many things. Then we have guitar rig, and that just gave it a bit more character, like subtle distortion. Now you can hear some of like the clicks in the top with the transient. So you have to put brighter, I think. That's what I'm going for. And a bit more rolling off the low end. This is more mixing instead of getting the sound I want. Then I don't need that. Then I use that. I download it. It was for free for Christmas, whatever, or Black Friday. And what is it even doing? It's exciting a little bit. It's compressing. I just hit the track assistant and did auto. So, like I said, sounds good. Just roll with it. More like sculpting EQ. I didn't turn that last plugin on. And then your good old filter, because that's a bit bright. Then I send it to like my usual like reverb bus, whatever, which is Valhalla. If you don't have this, it's pretty great. It's $50 and it's worth every, let's say, penny, dollar, whatever, cent. Anyhow, don't want to drag this on anymore, but let's give it some context. That's basically it. You should just try it. It's free. Just Google Spitfire Labs. You'll find it. But along with the piano, you have strings, which I might do a video on later, but I haven't really used them all too much. Electric piano is really good, like a Rhodes or Wurlitzer. Choirs, good. Amplified cello chord. I haven't used it, but it's pretty cool. 2 thumbs up. Just fool around with it. See what you can do. Hope this helped. And it's probably ended up a lot longer than I thought it would. But yeah, main points. Try it out. Can't go wrong. My assistant's back there asleep. No, he's not asleep. What do you know? Because I'll play you a little bit of it. Yep, that's about it.